Well,
I think
actually,
he mentioned it in an interview that we want to stop this.
yeah, we're tired of the bullshit. The story's great, but in the end, we just really care about gameplay. Um, and for that, I really like the plot. It's as simple as it's probably as simple as it gets, but it works. It really works considering what we're talking with here. Um, in terms of gameplay, it's pretty much what I want it Unleashed to be from the get go. Um, you know,
Except far
I
more
think
imaginative levels.
yeah, I think the wisps work really well. Yeah, it's a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that works.
It's not really so much a gimmick as just a return to the power up system.
Yeah, but I haven't played enough of it to rate it with the other. I will say it is definitely one of the best Sonic games released in recent times, even though
Best
that's not really
bet,
hard to do.
yeah, best since
um,
Adventure 2 at the very
I
least.
would say better than Heroes,
Well,
better
like I
than
said, best since Adventure 2. Whether or
yeah.
not it's better than Adventure 2, we'll have to wait a while and let it sink in
I
for a
have to wait
year
a
or
bit.
so.
To me, yeah. To me, I'm thinking it's gonna be better than Adventure Two. Now, personally, I like Adventure One more than Two, in particular because of the Sonic stages. Because because to me, the Sonic stages in Adventure One is how you really should do Sonic in 3D. You just gotta fine tune it a little more. But like I do like the Unleashed style, but this really isn't a 3D game.
It's 90%
It's
2D.
90% 2D, and if there is a 3D section, you're usually just running in a straight line and drifting
Either
or quick
drifting or
step.
quick stepping.
Yeah, and that little to no platforming at all in 3D. So it's really a 2D game. So to call it would it be accurate to call it a 3D game actually?
I would more
Just because
use, I'd almost go for 2.5
yeah.
with a little bit
So
of 3D.
fuck it all. Okay. Sorry. So to call it the best 3D game would be inaccurate. I would just go on and say that it's definitely the best Sonic game in years.
Hmm.
If you went through Secret Rings, Black Knight, '06, Unleashed, and you're just tired of that bullshit, play Colors. And then I think you'll be happily reminded why you fell in love with the character in the first place.
Yep.
So, any final thoughts on your behalf?
Um, it's very good. As you said, it's a giant leap in the right direction, but it's just not quite there yet.
It's not. It's not.
I would put it
It's
like Batman Arkham Asylum. It's really good. It plays really well for what it wants to do, but it's just not quite there yet.
yeah, not not just yet. You know what though? At this point though, I will say the Sonic team is that you're close. You're so fucking close to nailing it. You know, all you need to do all you need to do is just
Mm,
find a way how you can implement good 3D sections and mix up the two. Like 2D sections, you pretty much already got down to a point. There's still a bit of fine tuning to do, in particular of how Sonic controls. But if you can find that perfect 3D platforming gameplay, then we have a winner in our hands, a solid gold winner. Colors is definitely that step in the right direction. And again, I said it before, but I really think the wisps were really just used to as a prototype for what they really want to do. In the case that everyone really likes colors.
which
So
they seem to be doing so
yeah,
far.
everyone. And as far as I know, Sonic Colors is definitely one of the better received games in years. So that definitely says something.
Probably
So
the best console received console once its adventure since the Dreamcast days.
yeah, so I hope Sonic.
When even IGN likes your 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, it's something when even IGN likes your game. And you know what? I seriously think they should look at that and they should jump on that. Now, because I really
Because this is Sega, there's plenty of room to fuck up on their end.
yeah, there's plenty to fuck up on there. They have been known to do that, and they do it a lot. I mean, there has to be a reason. Excuse me. There has to be a reason why Sonic is pretty much the only character Sega has left. You know, it's like that.
It's not so much that he's the only character they have left; is that they don't want to use any other character.
Yeah, but to me, there's a reason. There has to be a reason for that. Then, I mean, why not experiment with other characters? Why is it always Sonic? Because Sonic sells. You know, and you know what?
That's almost more Sammy's fault than Sega's.
Yeah.
Because when Sega got bought by Sammy, their basic rule was we have to have a Sonic game out every year because he sells.
Yeah. You know, but at this point, it's what that Flash animation Sonic Short says. Sonic is Sega. You know, but you know, considering the positive feedback that Colors is getting, I think Sonic Team should really use that. You see what the people like now. There is no reason, there is no excuse why the next game shouldn't be amazing. You know, yeah, like you said, they're releasing a Sonic game. At this point, it's become a Madden Call of Duty syndrome where they're releasing a Sonic game every year now. So next year, 2011, it's Sonic's 20th anniversary. It's an anniversary title.
We'll have to. I think depending on what the game next year is, will really determine what the next big one is. Because if the rumor of the 20th anniversary game is true, then I really suspect that the next big one will be Sonic Colors, but better.
You're probably right, because they actually were talking about like porting it to the HD consoles if it sold well,
yeah.
Which is looking like it's not going to happen, to be honest.
I honestly don't see why they would.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they released the old Sonic games like so many times in different places, but I don't know. I know it's kind of like a short time span, and they will really have to release a trailer for it now. But the 20th anniversary game, or whatever next major title after Colors is, I'm expecting good things. I'm not gonna say great. I'll say good, because this game was a giant step in the right direction. So, you know, Sonic Team, jump on that. Seriously. You see what people like now, just fine-tune what you got. You know, no need to overly change anything, just tweak it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's it.
So let's say me and you make out of here like Eggman's hairline and receipt.
Indeed.